That's how badass I feel right now. Wow. Fucking wow. Guys, I just got back from seeing Captain America: The Winter Soldier, and let me tell you something. This movie is fucking epic. Hands down, my favorite standalone Marvel film. And when I mean standalone is I mean, you have the Avengers, which is pretty much a collaboration of all the heroes coming together, but standalone movies like Iron Man, Hulk, Captain America: First Avenger, Thor. This movie beats all of them, in my opinion. I love the very first Iron Man movie. That is my favorite standalone Marvel film. Now, this movie is. And I can point out, without spoiling this movie, I can point out all the things I loved about it without actually really spoiling it. I'm so excited. I came home, went through my closet to find some of my costumes laying around, and I made my own Winter Soldier costume. It may not be all Hollywood style, but whatever. I just went with what I could get, okay? Fucking hair keeps getting in my fucking way. Fuck! I'm like a rock star. Fucking Guns N' Roses. Anyway. The Winter Soldier. Action, story, epic superhero moments, shield, sexiness from, oh god, she's so fucking sexy. Black Widow, oh. Scarlett Johansson looks the sexiest she's ever been. I mean, she's got straight hair, and it's kind of long, and she wears these tight-ass outfits. It just, oh my god, I want to squeeze that ass. Anyway. That is one of the reasons I liked it too. The Winter Soldier is basically, you know, after the events of the Avengers, what happened in New York and all that bullshit, you know, Captain America, Steve Rogers, is trying to find his place in today's society. He's getting used to things, you know, he's got this notebook that people recommend certain songs, certain movies, certain things to do. I even seen in his notebook it said Rocky, the Rocky movies, like Rocky and Rocky 2 and Star Wars. That was pretty cool. But the thing is, it's like you almost feel bad for Steve Rogers because he doesn't belong in this time period. It's like he's got to get used to everything again. Corrupt governments, SHIELD, which in this movie has a huge, huge part. SHIELD is all over this movie. And you get to find out things that you've never even heard of before about SHIELD. Are they good? Are they bad? Is there something behind the organization? Well, Hydra, you know all about Hydra. See, Red Skull, he wanted to, you know, he created the force of Hydra to control things, and it's like in this movie, I don't want to give this away, but something about Hydra is behind this huge organization, and you all probably know what that is. But without giving the official word or spoiling it, Hydra is behind something. It's recruited members all over the place. A lot of people were talking about the Winter Soldier, how, you know, he doesn't say much, how he's not in the movie that much. He actually is. During the last half, okay, if you get to the middle of the movie, when he shows up, it was perfect timing. Perfect timing, in my opinion. I think they introduced him just right, and the story kind of paced itself along to the end, let alone the after credits scene. And you get to gradually find out who this Winter Soldier is. And let me tell you, he's a badass. They made him to be a great villain in this. Loki was a great villain in Avengers. But, you know, like fucking Whiplash and Iron Man 2, it just, you know, the Winter Soldier kicked ass. I would have loved to see the Winter Soldier fight the Avengers, to be honest. But he was strong. He's very clever. The Winter Soldier is. He's got this metal arm that can give him strength. I mean, he can rip doors off cars. He can punch things, and actually, with the activation of his arm, can go deeper. Like it can make him just do things. I wish I had that right now. It's almost like Jax, you know, from Mortal Kombat, how he had 2 metal arms. Well, Winter Soldier has 1 metal arm. But you know, the Winter Soldier, he's got agility, he knows how to fight, he knows how to shoot guns, he's good at gunplay. But it was the perfect rival for Captain America. And there's plenty of those fights. I mean, when the Winter Soldier, he just deflects the shield like it's nothing. And the shield is so powerful when Captain America uses it. And I gotta say, the fight scenes were phenomenal. The action scenes were phenomenal. There's a lot of violence in this movie. A lot of people dying, a lot of death, people getting shot. I mean, I was actually surprised, to be honest. Captain America, like Chris Evans, he did a lot of cool stuff. There was a lot of great stunts with Captain America, a lot of great fights with him, a lot better than the first movie and even the Avengers. I mean, the stuff he does in this movie blows those away, okay? If you thought he moved quick in Avengers and fought good, you haven't seen nothing yet. In this movie, he does triple that. The beginning scene, he jumps on this freighter. He starts knocking people in the ocean. Fucking climbing up the rafters and shit, jump kicking people, using his shield, deflecting, knocking them over. It's crazy. It's just some great fights. Even Scarlett Johansson, she had some fights. She used her wrist things that she has, some gunplay with her. She was very clever in this film too. And this movie is all like, who do you trust? It's like conspiracies going on through all this movie. You're trying to figure out what's going on with this person, what's going on with S.H.I.E.L.D., what's going on with Hydra, what's going on? Who is behind this shit? Robert Redford is in this film, and I guessed his character right away, but he plays a very good role and a significant role in this that has to do with the council. And I really loved his performance. I thought it was great. Samuel L. Jackson is Nick Fury, always good. He has a deeper role in this. Something tragic comes upon him, and they figure out a way to pretty much deal with it in that matter, without spoiling anything really. But you get kind of a deeper sense of S.H.I.E.L.D. in this film. It is Captain America's film. But you know, in this movie, he acts truly like a hero. He pretty much, he saves the day. He has to deal with a lot. So, I mean, I really like that. The music is phenomenal during the action scenes. It's really thrilling. You know, you get to see a little bit of backstory from the first Avengers movie, with characters from before. And some characters that were in there are now in this, but they're a little bit older. And also, the Falcon, he was a really good character. The Falcon, you know, the thing about him is he's human, but he has those wings and like a jetpack. So like he can fly and do maneuvers and all that stuff, and then he has these 2 guns, and he's basically human. But it's really cool because he can be a superhero with those things. I mean, he can maneuver in the skies and basically fly. But if you take him out, he's not really useless. I mean, he knows how to fight, but still. The Falcon, he was a great addition. I really like that. You know, there was great chemistry between him and Chris Evans, Captain America. But the Winter Soldier, in my opinion, he was great. I really thought they executed him brilliantly. I mean, really. But that's the whole movie. Basically, it's like a conspiracy. You don't know what's going on with S.H.I.E.L.D. Captain America kind of feels like society has lost their freedom. And like it's all fear-mongering and creating these new weapons and ships. And he feels like leading the public to fear is not the way to freedom. you know, with these corrupt governments and organizations. So he wants it the way it used to be, where people fought for the freedom and then people who live free. I mean, it's a really deep story. There's actually a lot to do with the Winter Soldier. A lot of backstory with him too that you'll come to see. I already knew who the Winter Soldier was. I'm not going to tell you, but I already knew who it was, because they actually show you kind of in the trailer because he has a mask, and then when his mask comes off, you see him. But they show that kind of in the trailer when he's walking like this, and he's walking. They kind of show it a little bit. It's a little bit faded. But anyway, all in all, this movie is fucking epic. You know, Avengers is my favorite Marvel film. It is my favorite. I mean, I love the Avengers so much. Iron Man was my favorite standalone. This one is hands down my favorite now. Hands down. I was so relieved when I got out of the theater, so excited and so pumped of what I just saw. It was just put together, just awesome. I mean, to me, it was kind of a dark film in ways too. I mean, a lot of stuff would happen, like I said, there was a lot of death in this film that I didn't expect at all. You know, people shooting people, explosions, and people getting, I think this one guy got caught in this fan belt thing and blew up. People getting shot on their limbs and they're like, oh. I think there's a scene where Black Widow, she gets shot. She's like, oh, and then Captain America gets shot. It's like crazy. Like, people getting shot and just a lot of murder. But I don't know. I thought it was great. I was really entertained. I definitely think you'll like Captain America: The Winter Soldier, because everyone's review that I've seen online, they all say that this is their favorite. Now, I wasn't going to say that until I actually saw the film. I wasn't going to go in there with high expectations saying, well, if everyone's saying that this is the favorite, then obviously I'm going to come out of here liking it. Well, I didn't want to feel like that. I wanted to sit down, assess the movie for what it was. If I was entertained, if I liked it as much as the other ones, I'm going to come out here and tell you the truth. And to tell you the truth, you know, it was. I don't jump on the bandwagon that shit. I can give a fuck about, you know, Dark Knight Rises. I wasn't on the bandwagon for that. I don't think that movie is like the best ever. You know, I don't play around with that shit. You know, don't come to me if you're looking for a fucking popularity like for a movie. Because everyone says this is good. How come you don't like it? Everyone has fucking different opinions. But I'm telling you right now, this movie is epic. Go see it. Definitely go see it. I will be buying this when it comes out. I can't wait. So anyway, that's basically my review of The Winter Soldier. I didn't want to spoil it because it would just be a shame to just give away a lot of stuff, because there are a lot of twists, a lot of things happen in this film that is crucial. So you definitely want to pay attention. There is an after the credits scene, and then after the last end credits, how they always have a little scene way at the end after the official credits. There's a little scene that it's kind of relevant, but I mean, I guess it continues with the story. So we all know that there's going to be Captain America 3. So whatever happens at the end of the credits, you know, in Captain America 3 that it's going to continue. So that's, you know, maybe even in the Avengers 2. I don't know. But anyway, stay for the end credits. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this review. This is Rob signing off, and I will see you guys next time. I'll have more reviews coming up and stuff, so stay tuned. That's what the Winter Soldier does. He puts holes through people. See, it's like, and then when you activate his metal arm, that's what happens. Fuck Jax from Mortal Kombat. Fuck them.